feels good to be back, and yeah, I'm here to stay. It was so good in the moment, but I think afterwards I was like in major regret. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel and happy Sunday. We are back with another little vlog. We are going to do a couple of days in the life. We have so much to catch up on. I honestly was like, oh, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start on Monday, you know that mindset. And then I thought to myself, why not start tonight? It's a cozy Sunday evening at home. Josh is actually out, he's out with friends tonight. Tomorrow's a public holiday, so I've got the house to myself. It's gonna be a nice little cozy evening for one, and I thought I would share it with you guys. I've just made myself a cup of tea. I have a bit of laundry I need to fold, can't be too romanticized here. We have some real life admin that we also have to do. And then I'm honestly just gonna have like a little cozy night in, and I thought it'd be really nice to kind of like warm myself up, welcome myself back to YouTube, welcome myself back to vlogging with just like a couple of days in the life, just like some casual days ahead. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. It's been a very cozy couple of weeks in Cape Town since I got home from my trip to Europe. Josh and I went on our honeymoon, which was honestly so lovely, like the best time. I'm so happy I didn't vlog and record because I felt very present the whole time, and I wanted that feeling. I wanted it to just be us. I missed it a lot, I will say. Like, I always feel this like pull and urge to do it again when I've had like a really long break, and I want to hold myself accountable that I'm not going to be taking these long breaks and hiatuses from YouTube, because this is such a passion of mine, and I know so many of you guys really love my vlogs, which just means so much to me, because I often do put myself in my like mindset of no one watches, no one cares, like it's kind of fruitless, but I just don't want to believe that about my little community. So it feels good to be back, and I'm here to stay. So I hope you guys are ready for lots of weeks in the life, lots of days in the life, few days in the life, weekends, you know the drill, the things that I love to share with you guys. So we're gonna start today on Sunday. I'm gonna take you guys through, as I said, like a couple of days of my week. We'll see where we get with that. I don't really know, I'm not putting an end date on it, we'll see how we go. But I'm gonna have my tea whilst folding some laundry. So much fun. And then I actually also want to make some brownies this evening, so I thought that would also be really nice to vlog with you guys. So that's kind of like the plan ahead, but I hope you guys enjoy. It's so good to be back. Come and watch the sunset. I'm gonna read my book and continue sipping on my tea, but I put my dinner in the oven. I feel like this is just like such a perfect little evening for me. I'm in heaven. The weather the past 2 days, so over this weekend, has been like phenomenal. It's been so warm, almost too warm that it's like concerning with our environment, because it's like, I think today's high was about 27. And winter, it's literally the middle of June, so it's a bit mind-blowing. I'm not complaining because I have not been able to sit on my balcony at this time for a while, so I'm just gonna enjoy it and embrace it. as much as possible. So I'm gonna read my book and just have my tea. But I have actually decided, instead of making brownies, I'm actually gonna make some chocolate chip banana bread, because we have bananas that are like going off. But I'm gonna make it like healthy because we have so much to catch up on, you guys. But very soon I'm gonna be coming off of my Visan, which was that contraceptive I've been on since January for my endometriosis. And I really want to start implementing, I kind of spoke you guys through all of this in the last vlog that I did, but because I was going on like a month-long holiday, it almost felt a little bit like pointless to start everything then, because I definitely didn't want to stop Visan before going on a 4-week holiday, because then obviously that would have meant potentially starting my period and spontaneous like bleeding and all that stuff, and I just didn't want to risk it on my honeymoon. I'm kind of like, not to say I would like that to happen now, but I'm more open to that happening now because I'm home and I can, like, it's winter, I'm not swimming, I'm not at the beach, all those kinds of. So coming off of Visan will mean obviously the potential of my endometriosis returning, or probably it's almost guaranteed to return. And so I'm trying to implement certain things into my lifestyle that will help it hopefully at least stay at bay, and my hope is to naturally increase my progesterone. And so like healthy eating, mindful movement, long walks, very gentle movement, nothing like too hectic, no high intensity things. And also just like there's a few different like natural supplements that I'm going to incorporate into my diet, some stuff that I've been suggested through a naturopath as well. I just think the side effects of the pill are starting to get to me. Maybe I can make an entire video on this because there's a lot to it. But for the moment, that is kind of my focus, is never to like restrict foods or never to force myself into a diet. But right now with, yeah, I guess coming off of Visan and trying to implement a new way of life to help my hormones and to help my endometriosis, I will be focusing on a lot more like whole foods, a lot more nutrient dense foods, and just they'll be a bit more like purposeful with what I'm eating. So that's that. But anyway, I'm gonna enjoy the sunset, drink my tea, and just take in this beautiful evening. Just finished eating my supper and I thought I would make my banana bread now. It's only like 6:30, so I think it'll take about 20 minutes to prep and then like an hour to cook. So by like 8 o'clock I'll have myself a little sweet treat, which is always great. So we're gonna make that. I'm kind of like, I'm using a recipe, but I also often like wing recipes. I find adding too much like sugar, even if it's like a natural sugar, like this recipe calls for coconut sugar, even if it's a natural sugar, I always find banana bread just doesn't need that much sugar. This recipe says a half a cup of sugar and a half a cup of maple syrup, so I just think that's like way too much. So I'm gonna omit the coconut sugar and just use maple syrup and like the bananas as the sweetener. So if you do use this recipe, that's like a change I'm making, but I'll obviously let you guys know how it tastes once I've eaten it. And then, as I said, hopefully in like an hour and a half it'll be ready for me to have a little nice sweet treat to end off a beautiful weekend. taste test with you guys. I'm just serving it with some coconut. It's like a coconut milk ice cream from Woolies. It's so good. It's dairy free and it's 10 out of 10. I highly recommend. So I'm just gonna have a little bit now. I've got just like the end piece because it is still like cooling, but I was like desperate. The house smells so good and I don't want to eat too late. It's another thing I'm trying to like eat at a good time so like my stomach settles before I go to bed. It being winter helps that so much because with the sun setting so early, you kind of like programmed to eat dinner like a little bit earlier. Anyway. First mouthful, I'll let you guys know how it is. As I said, I didn't use any coconut sugar. I just used maple syrup and bananas. And then I also substituted 1 of the cups of oat flour for almond flour because I love the texture of like an almond flour based dessert or cake or muffin or whatever. So I did 1 cup oat flour and 1 cup almond flour. Oh my god. And it does not need more sugar. I'm so happy I left the coconut sugar out. That is to die for. That is so good. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this, watch some series, get a nice early night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. It is a public holiday today, so it feels really weird being up so early. It's 10 to 7. I am actually heading to a bar class at the studio, and then after my bar class, I'm teaching for 2 hours. So that's kind of like my morning ahead. And then I think if the weather is good, I can't really tell yet because the sun's not up. It's a bit chilly, but like, I don't know if it's gonna be a cloudy and rainy day. It kind of says at 10ish there'll be a bit of rain. So I don't know what it means. Like sometimes the weather apps are like spot on, sometimes they are so far off. But if the weather is good, Josh and I are going to go for a little hike. So that'll be, I don't know, like 11:30 when I get back from teaching after having something to eat. And then I think we may also go for a little lunch after. So that's kind of like my day. This afternoon I'll probably just chill and read and we'll both take it really easy. This evening we have a dinner for Josh's sister's birthday. So that's like my day ahead. I'm excited to spend it with you guys. I'm going to head now to the studio. I'll bring you guys along for my bar class and then yeah, I'm gonna teach and then go on a little hike, which will hopefully the weather holds because that will be really nice because Josh and I haven't done that in a while. So I've been like excited about it. So I'm really hoping the weather is good. I don't want it to be too hot because I feel like the last 2 days have just been way too hot. Like a hike in that weather is not for me. So I could very much have like cloudy vibes, but no rain. That would be ideal. That was quite a long morning at the studio. It's just before 11 and I've been here since before 7. So I'm tired, I must be honest, and it's pouring with rain. So no walk for us today, no hike for us, but that's okay. I'm gonna go home and see what Josh's plans are. I don't really have many plans for today, which is actually so nice for like a change. I have like 0 plans. The only plan was to go for a long walk, which hopefully we can do at some point today. But yeah, not as we planned because it's raining, so I don't really want to get sick. But I'm gonna drive home. It's weird, I had breakfast like what I usually have, but I'm actually starving, and I think it's because I've been like on my feet the whole morning. So I'm gonna drive home, probably have something more to eat, and then I will catch you guys up on whatever we end up doing today.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, I'll follow the golden things. Moral high fives, miles in spring, rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow the golden.
Okay, you guys, it's a while later. It's 4:45. I've just made myself a cup of peppermint tea, and I'm gonna sit down to read my book. I got a comment on a video asking what I'm reading at the moment, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. I'm reading the Conditions of Will book by Jessa Hastings, and I'm loving it. I will be honest, I'm in a little bit of like a reading slump at the moment, and I can't quite work out why, because like I'm loving this book, and every time I pick it up I like don't want to put it down, but I'm just struggling to find like the time to read. And then honestly, sometimes I go through these weird phases of reading. Like I'll love it for so long, and then like I'll read 8 books in a month, and then other months I'll like take forever to just read 1 book. So I've been reading this for like 3 weeks, and I'm still only halfway, so that just shows I'm in a bit of a weird space with reading at the moment. But it's a great book, and I love Jessa Hastings. Her series Magnolia Parks was honestly the best series I've ever read, and I highly suggest reading that and then coming and reading Conditions of Will. I would say this is so far a 10 out of 10, so pretty high rating, and I know I'm only halfway, but I don't see it decreasing. Like I'm pretty sure I'm going to continue loving this book. But I've had a really lovely day. Josh and I went on such a nice long walk. We went for lunch. We went to Naked, which is so unusual. We never really go to Naked, but we kind of were just like in that area, so I suggested it, and that's where we went, and it was so tasty. Naked's like my go-to in Joburg. Like you guys will probably know if you've watched any of my Joburg vlogs, especially when I lived there. Like Naked is just my go-to, but in Cape Town there's just so many options, so it's not usually on my mind. But it was really tasty. It was a very nice lunch, and we had a lovely walk, got a lot of steps in. It was pretty rainy and chilly, but I quite like that weather. As you guys know, I'm about that cozy life. And when I got home, I prepped some food for tomorrow for myself, because I got a 5 a.m. wake up, and then I prepped some food for myself and Josh for lunches, and I'm doing some boiled eggs, so just like kind of prepping for the week. And this evening I've got a dinner, well, we've got a dinner for Josh's sister's birthday, so that'll be really nice. And as I said, I've got a really early start, so I don't think it'll be a late one. But I'm gonna go read, I'm gonna go drink my tea, and I will catch up with you guys either later or tomorrow, depending on if I feel like picking my camera up again. But yeah, I've had a beautiful day. It's been a long day, but a beautiful day. Morning friends, happy Tuesday. I've had a very productive start to my day. I had a 6 a.m. start at the studio. I taught for 3 hours, and then I came to grab a coffee with a friend. I'm also kind of deciding where I want to go work from, because my helper comes on a Tuesday and our house is quite small, so I never really want to work from home on a Tuesday because I feel like I'm in her space and I don't really ever know where to like sit. So I think I'm gonna go to the waterfront. I do have a couple of groceries that I want to get, and I thought I could just go sit at Woolies, have some tea, maybe even grab a bite to eat a little bit later and edit this video, which I'm really looking forward to because I haven't edited a vlog in so long, so I'm so excited to edit. So it's kind of like the plan for the rest of the day. Hopefully get in a walk at some point, but the weather is quite cold and sort of rainy on and off, so I don't know if that's going to be in the cards for me today, but we will see. But I do want to sit down and chat later about like all the little changes that I've made and continue to make with my endometriosis and like my anti-inflammatory way of living. I don't know if that's interesting for you guys, if you want me to speak more about it, but I'm going to, because I think a lot of people could benefit from it. I'm not making major changes. It's just like small tweaks here and there to hopefully feel better, but I won't worry about that now because we're like in the car and this feels awkward to speak about that right now. But we'll chat about that a little bit later. Maybe when I'm home I can sit down, make a cup of tea this afternoon, and we can have a little discussion about all my little bits and bobs, my anti-inflammatory ways that I'm adding into my life. It's like lifestyle, movement, food, even like supplements. I can chat through all of it with you guys. Maybe I'm just thinking maybe I'll do it in a separate video because I think it's just going to be quite a lot. We'll be here for a while and I think this video is probably already quite long. So let me know in the comments if you're interested in a little sit down chat about the changes I'm making with my endometriosis diagnosis and with the anti-inflammatory ways that I'm like incorporating into my life. Let me know if that's something you guys are interested in and I will do a separate video on that. I think that's probably best. But as we like vlog and as I go through my days and my weeks and whatnot, those things will like naturally come up and I'll naturally speak about them. But if you want more in depth, let me know and we can do a separate video on that. Anyway, ramble over. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Let's continue with this beautiful day, nice and cozy outside. Little jump scare for you guys. I have had a bit of a squeeze fest on my face. My skin was doing really badly when I got home from my honeymoon, and then I went to go and see a skin specialist who's fabulous, by the way. I've got a hydrofacial booked with her for July, and she gave me like recommendations on sensitive skin products, like very minimal. I have literally like narrowed my skincare down to like 5 things, and it was working so well. And then I introduced a sleep mask back into my life, and then my forehead started to break out literally this past week. So I have a feeling this whole situation on my forehead is because of the sleep mask. So I'm not going to be using that anymore because my skin was doing so well. I was like so excited. Anyway, I've got a little mask on it. I actually went to Meraki today to go fetch a few skincare products that they sell, and when I was there they gave me like a little gift which was so cute, and in this like gift packet was a sample kit of this brand, and it's for sensitive skin, so it's called the Sensitive Skin Solutions. And the one that I've just put on my face is an intensive mask that soothes and relieves reddened and sensitive skin. So I'm hoping that it does just that because I need it. But yeah, my skin was doing so well and then I don't know what happened. Anyway, I was gonna go for a walk, I was gonna do an exercise class, I was gonna do all these things, and I decided to do nothing because I'm absolutely exhausted. I feel like it's been a very long day. Tuesdays are hard for me to move like my own body because it's such a long morning, and I honestly just don't feel like it, if I'm being honest, and you gotta listen to your body. So tomorrow's a new day. I'm gonna go to a formal class in the morning, and I'm gonna go for a walk tomorrow. So that'll be my movement tomorrow. Today is gonna be a little rest day for me. I'm about to go make myself some tea, some peppermint tea, and have a slice of my banana bread, which I'm very much looking forward to. My stomach has been a bit sensy today. I don't know if it was from this hot chocolate I had yesterday. It was so good in the moment, but I think afterwards I was like in major regret because my stomach almost like immediately felt the effects of it, which is so annoying. So my stomach's been a bit iffy today, so I'm just gonna have some peppermint tea and hopefully that like helps soothe it a little bit. And then I'm having some of my banana bread that I made on Sunday, and then I'm gonna make some dinner later. I'm gonna cook steak, sweet potato, and some green veg, which sounds to die for. So we're gonna make that for dinner. But for the moment, I'm gonna go make some tea and banana bread and take it nice and chilled.
times been bad. You put smiles on everyone. I think of you and of all I should have done.
Happy Wednesday. I've had a very productive, very busy start to my Wednesday. I went to the studio, I did a reformer class, I then taught for a bit of the morning, and then I went to go to the shops. I needed to get a few things because I want to start getting into matcha. Before I went on my honeymoon, I actually bought like an entire like matcha making kit, and I haven't even used it yet because I'm just so scared to use it and then not like the taste. But what I thought I could do to like almost like have a little bit of like an ease into it, you could say, is make like a blueberry syrup. I have frozen blueberries and I thought I could make like a healthy blueberry syrup to have with my afternoon matcha, and hopefully that will help me like acquire the taste to matcha like a little bit easier. Apparently, with endometriosis and hormonal health in general, matcha contains something called polyphenols, and I think in one matcha you can have like your daily dose of polyphenols, which is meant to be really good for like hormonal health. So I'm going to give it a shot. We'll make that little matcha together later. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll make the blueberry syrup with you guys and give you all the deets on that as well, and we'll see if we like the taste. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm excited to try and start because, as you guys know, I've told you a few times, every day I'm doing a few little things here and there and like tweaks to my lifestyle that hopefully like will affect my overall health. And please remember to let me know if you want to see like a full video on all the changes I'm making. But what I'm going to do now is have lunch. I'm going to make some lunch. I've got leftovers from last night, so we'll make some lunch, and then I'm going to go on my afternoon walk because I just don't feel like going, so I'm just going to do it and like get it over with because I really know it will make me feel very good. So I just need to do it, and then we'll come home, make that matcha, and edit some of this video. So I do have a lovely afternoon ahead. But yeah, let's get back into this Wednesday. I'm home from my walk and I made my little blueberry compote. I'm in my gown because it's actually pretty breezy and I'm feeling cozy. I'm gonna make my matcha now. I'm nervous. I'm gonna need to follow a recipe because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. This is the first time I've ever made my own matcha, and I've only ever had one matcha, and I had it last year in London at a place called Blank Street, and I actually had their blueberry matcha and it was to die for. Like, I will say it was like really tasty. So I'm hoping this gives off that energy. It probably won't, especially the first time I'm making it, but I'm gonna make an iced blueberry matcha. I'm gonna show you guys the syrup now. It's like come together so nicely. Honestly, kind of impressed with myself because I did not expect that. I was winging it. I did 2 cups of frozen blueberries. I did like a big squeeze of honey, half a squeeze of lemon juice, a little drop of vanilla paste, and then a sprinkle of coconut sugar, and it's come together really well, so I'm happy about that. I actually had to add a little bit of water to loosen it. It got quite like congealed, and I don't know if that was what it was meant to look like, but it looks good. So I'll show you guys that, and then we're gonna start making the matcha. I'm so guys, you're gonna do a taste test. I've mixed it like pretty much as I can because I obviously I didn't want the blueberry to stay at the bottom. The whole point is to be able to like flavor the matcha. So I'm nervy. I use macadamia milk, the one from Butternut, because as you guys know, I'm trying to limit my dairy and limit my gluten. We're adding matcha. We are just being such healthy gals. Okay, cheers. Let's hope it doesn't taste like I'm drinking grass. I made a mistake, which isn't great. I used boiling water and you're meant to use warm water. So note to self, for the next one, I won't use boiling water. I might have like killed all the benefits off by doing that, but we're learning as we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm like surprised. I didn't think I'd like that at all. Like I was honestly like, this is gonna be like fruitless. It's good. I really like that. I like that a lot. That is so exciting. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I like it. I could definitely have one of those a day. I mean, it's not great that it's like obviously sweetened, but like it's blueberries, which is a good anti-inflammatory, like so many antioxidants. And I didn't use that much. Like overall, if you think about the amount of sweetener I used for the amount I got out of it, like it wasn't that much. So I think it's okay to use the blueberries as a little addition. I think it's nice. It makes it taste good. It makes it very palatable. And I think if I do it this way, it'll just help me build up the tolerance to matcha a lot quicker than if I just go straight to like an iced matcha with no flavoring. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay, well I love it. You guys, I think I'm gonna end off the vlog now. It's been a fun couple of days together. I have loved it, honestly loved it so much. I'm so excited to continue vlogging. I want to edit this and upload it for Thursday, which for me is tomorrow, so that you guys have a video to watch. And then I'm going to record over the weekend. I'm heading to Stellenbosch with my mom and dad and Josh, so that'll be really nice. I'll film a little weekend vlog with you guys then, but we're back in action and I'm so excited. And please remember to let me know if you guys are interested in having like a fully dedicated endometriosis anti-inflammatory lifestyle changes video. I'm happy to do that. We can do that next week if you guys are keen or interested in that. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you so much. Bye.